What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Humble Minds Podcast. We're your hosts, Balmer and AJ. If you already checked out the first video, just want to say thank you. Thank you for taking the time and looking at it. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit the like, comment down below anything you want us to talk about. This is episode 2, and we calling it The Ones We Lost.
Yeah, man. Like you said, episode 2. First episode, I'm proud of the first episode.
100%.
It was our first episode, our first time setting up, doing everything. I think it went very smooth. We got some clips out. Just go tap into the episode, man. We dropped gems that whole episode. Spoke on life and so on and so on. So make sure y'all just go tap into that.
Bro, so we're going to jump into it. The Olympics.
Hey.
We just closed out. It was good to see. It was a good performance.
Oh,
but
God.
I'm gonna let you expand on it.
Man, look, I was in the room watching the game, and I just want to say Curry is a GOAT, bro. Curry GOAT. Curry is a GOAT, man. Curry is a GOAT in his own right. Like Ant said, you know, he just showed up to Paris, but when he showed up, man. So I gotta get all respect to Steph Curry, man. Y'all know I'm a LeBron James fan.
Right.
So y'all know in the past I may have had a little beef with Curry at Golden State or whatever like that.
Rightfully so, right?
You feel me?
They battled for a bunch of years, so
you feel me? But respect is all given. To everybody saying that LeBron didn't deserve MVP, because you know that was a big thing.
I was gonna ask you how you felt about that.
I felt he deserved it. I felt like a lot of people got it mixed up. It's not like the NBA Finals MVP.
Right.
So it's not the MVP of just the finals.
Right.
It was like the MVP of the whole thing.
Yeah, and that's a good point because, you know, obviously Steph turned up in the last 2 games, but I think the decision was kind of made based off the whole Olympics period. So
Facts.
Yeah, so I could definitely see that. So.
Yeah, like LeBron was consistent throughout the whole thing. Like every game he was consistent. Don't get me wrong. When Curry showed up.
100%.
But LeBron getting triple doubles. Even when Curry was playing bad, LeBron was still playing good. So I think the only thing Curry led in was like points, and it was like by 0.6.
Oh, wow.
So LeBron did lead in every other category. So I say it's well deserved to LeBron. Now, if they would have did like a gold finals MVP for that match,
Right.
Curry definitely would have got it.
For sure.
Excuse me. Curry definitely would have got it. I don't have no doubts in my mind, but
Right.
that's not the case.
You know, I'll tell you this. You know, I don't think you got to defend it. You know, I think the work spoke for itself, right? Mm-hmm. What I will say from my perspective, bro, and I think, you know, it really hit me when the last 2 games.
Yeah.
I don't think we realized, personally for me, it didn't register until like watching the last game, how special the moment was.
Fact.
How big time it was with, you know, Steph, KD, LeBron. I don't think we're ever going to see anything like that again. So for me, it kind of was like, I was kind of soaking it in and I was like all in. I'm like, wow, this is special. This is special. And we know that those guys are, you know, I don't want to say it, but it's the facts that they're probably going towards the tail end of their career.
Oh, yeah.
So they got a few
For
years
sure.
left. And I'm going to be super locked in watching those guys because I'm like, okay, they only got a few years left. So, but I will say this, and I thought about this, and I know there's been takes and everything like that. This is the time where people make relationships through the Olympics.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised if one of those, you know, 2 of those 3, they're going to team up somehow, some way. That's all I'm going to say. You never know.
I was literally about to just sneak in and be like, hey, Curry, you know, you can always come to LA with LeBron and AD. I know you don't want to be over there with just Draymond now. But yeah, do I want it? I would love for it to happen. Curry, there's nothing wrong with leaving Golden State Warriors and go chase another ring, dog. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm not one of these people who gonna say, oh, your legacy is tarnished because you left your team. I'm not one of them people. I'm a LeBron James fan.
Right. No, I think it means a lot to Curry staying there. So would you be opposed to him going to Golden State?
I would now, just because Because of Bronny. Also
Okay.
because of Bronny.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
I'm the type of person to look at it like Bronny's in the league now. He's on your son is on your team. So it's like these 2 years that you got, cause I think he got 2 years on his contract. He just did, I believe. 2 or 3, or 2 with player option or something like that. But I feel like what better way to get better than to actually train him, like have him in the gym with you if he's going to be on the Lakers roster. Be like, because you like we all know LeBron works and he works on his body. Like, but what better way to get your son ready for the league for years to come than to like
see it firsthand.
Take him through your regimen, like what your day to day, all that, like what it takes to be great. Like I'm sure he's seen glimpses of it, but now he get to see it up close and personal. So
that makes sense. No, that's I can't even dispute that. So maybe KD comes to the Lakers. I don't know. Somebody, I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility that they team up somewhere somehow.
I don't think KD will. I don't think KD care what people think. He always. Yeah, KD care what people think. He always going back and forth with people on Twitter. But I don't think he would do it again. Like leave. I think KD might. I could be wrong. I'm not 100% sure on KD, but I think he might end his career in Phoenix.
I could see that.
Devin Booker.
Him and Book got a tight relationship. 2 Olympics together too. So I could definitely see that. But no doubt about it, man. It was very special to watch. Again, it didn't register until the last 2 games for me how special that was. Facts. I'll tell you this. So I'm not a card collector, and neither are you, right? But I was looking, and there's a 101 card.
Oh, I seen that.
That has all 3 of their signatures.
Yeah, I seen that. That's
That would be epic to have, but somebody's already offering whoever pulls that card $100,000. So
it's not enough.
I thought the same thing, and I'm like, I don't know, but yeah, it's a special card. Everybody's gonna be after that card, so it's gonna be good to see.
I don't think $100,000 enough. Like, I mean, it's life. That's like life changing money for somebody.
Sure.
But I'm like, if I sit on this card, and God forbid something happen, or something with like all of a sudden was to happen, it's like the whole thing. Like if you had like some special Kobe's, like
yeah.
Like, even though that was tragic that happened, it was like if you went on the GOAT or StockX or anything like that, Kobe's skyrocketed.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't a fan of it, and I was going to buy some Kobe's, but then I thought about it. I'm not giving anybody money to benefit off somebody's death.
Yeah.
So that's kind of why I pulled back and I'm like, no, I'm not doing it. But that's a good point.
But that's low key one of the reasons why why the other day I was thinking about going back and like getting like all like the LeBron 9s and 8s and stuff like that.
Those were our way.
So it was like, cause like that was like, I think 7, 8s, 9s was like, not gonna say his best shoe, but it was like around like that was his era. Like,
well, and that at that time too, it was peak basketball shoes. Remember, the KDs was heavy. The LeBrons, you had Kyrie's, yeah. So all basketball shoes in general, they were like really heavy at that point. And I know we were chasing after them left and right.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So,
facts.
But Nike just needs to go ahead and start re-releasing some of that stuff.
No, for real, they do. I know they did re-release like some I forgot what number it was. It was like farther down. I think it's farther down the line, like Jordans. Dang it, what number was it? I know it was like past. Had to be like 15, 16.
Yeah, I think you might be talking about the 23s. The Jordan 23s?
They got like the little black part at the top.
Oh no, those are 20s, I think.
The 20s?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, so I think you're right. I like those a lot. So it was like I want to get them, but I don't want to like buy no shoes right now.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of the same way, bro. I'm like not really buying a lot, but I will say it's a good time to be a sneakerhead, right? It's a good time to be a sneakerhead because the market is down right now. So shoes are not selling like they were, 2 years ago when COVID was at its peak.
I feel like everybody taxing right now.
Really?
Like for like back to school and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, no, so
like,
yeah, they're probably
like I went on like the GOAT, like right before I came here. I was like just looking at shoes and stuff like that because I usually buy like my son and daughter like shoes off there for back
Right.
to school and stuff like
Right.
that. And I was just looking, I was like, y'all, for these? Like 400?
No, I got you. Yeah, yeah.
Like, but I
They
don't
taking
know.
advantage of the
Yeah,
situation.
they taking advantage of
I
it
got
right
you.
now. So, you know, but I ordered, I found some shoes that, because my son, like, he wears shoes, but he's like, he can have like the nicest shoes ever, but he's going to wear Crocs.
But you know that's the game now, right? Like
Yeah, it
everybody just
is.
wants to be comfortable. Like back when we were coming up, we wanted to look good. We want to make sure it was fresh and everything like
but
that.
we did get into that point where like I think we was like that until we got into like 11th and 12th grade, and then it was like once you get in like 11th and 12th grade, it's like all right, sweats, Nike slides,
Yeah.
like we coming comfortable, and then like 2 days out the week, like we gonna
Might put something on.
we gonna put that ish on. You feel me? But yeah.
That's what's up. Now I will say, right, and I was looking through Instagram and I was reading a post that Nike's down about 20%. So their shoes are not selling, they sitting more and all these things like that. Right. So two things. They either overproducing right now or maybe just the sales ain't there. But what I did notice is that next year they're gonna be dropping like a whole bunch of heat that we've been waiting for years. Like the white cement 4s are coming back out. I still got a pair that I'm sitting on that I haven't worn, but now I'm about to bust them back out. They're bringing out the 11s is coming back out this year, the Columbias, or people call them the Legend Blues. They coming out this year.
I ain't never get those.
Yep. So I got my old pair still, so I'm gonna actually start wearing this stuff. But they're re-releasing the flu games, a whole bunch of these hits like retros that we grew up on. I guess they're trying to spark the market back up, trying to get the hype behind it and get the old sneakerheads rocking again. So
Yeah, but it's like I don't think it's gonna ever be the same for them because it's more so like reselling.
yeah, no,
Like, a lot of people are like not going. A lot of people are not going to stand in lines like they used to.
no, that's true. That's
Like
true.
me, like I refuse to go stand in line. I'm just gonna chill, and then I'm gonna wait till like hit the goat. And if it's in my price range, then I'm gonna get it. If not, then I'm gonna throw it in the once, and eventually it'll drop down a little bit, and then I'll probably grab it.
And I've been able to pick up some good shoes that I've been wanting, just kind of waiting and stuff like that. But I will say that during COVID, everything peaked because a lot of people were sitting at home.
Yeah.
And what ended up happening is like you start getting nostalgic, like, oh, let me, like, even old video games, everything just kind of blew back up because they're like, oh, let me touch back to my childhood, and everybody was getting nostalgic. So I don't think it's gonna get like that again, but we'll see. Time will tell. So
Never know.
Yep. So, but you sent me a post early in the week, and it was an interesting post, and I've been thinking about it, where it said, asking a man to lead. What did it say?
Basically, I don't remember it like verbatim, but basically it was like the girl had made a post and she was like, it's crazy how like having to ask a man to lead. Like you shouldn't have to ask a man to lead. Which I feel like is true. No, it was like I guess a dude said to her, or she saw a dude say something about how you asking a man to lead, but you don't listen, or whatever like that.
That's a solid point.
So like I low key agreed with the guy, and then she was like, men should be natural born leaders. You shouldn't have to ask a man to lead. Just like women should be natural born nurturers and stuff like that.
Oh, I got you.
Which is kind of true, but at the same time, I think it's a lot of females out here who, as they say now, don't know how to be a soft girl because they had to be what's the word I want to look for? Like hard and like
really have to go after
had to enter they type of masculine phase because maybe they like a single mom and they just out here gaining and stuff like that.
So you feel like they've been independent for too long to the point where it's hard for them to kind of step back?
Yeah, I think it's just that. I think like a lot of women, they just been independent for so long, and then like love dating in this generation is like it's like weird.
It's
not
different.
even it's not even about love no more. It's about what this person can do for you,
Right.
type stuff now. And that's why I'm glad I found my girl when I was in school, and
Yeah.
we've been together rocking ever since. But that's all I think it is. I think a man will lead, but at the same time, you have to be, if you want him to lead you, and he's showing that he can lead you, are you gonna take that step back and be like, all right, I'm gonna let him do his thing,
Right.
you know? And how I always looked at, like I'll tell anybody this, like anybody, and then I'll let you elaborate on it. To me, every relationship has an alpha and beta, and being a beta doesn't necessarily means that you doesn't have a say so.
Right.
It's basically saying that the alpha is the one who makes the final decision. Like, and then the beta is like, yo, here's what I think we should do, blah, 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 like that. Y'all compare notes.
Right.
And then the alpha come up with the best possible decision at the end of the day. So I think that's more so like the alpha and beta thing when I talk about that. But what you think?
So for me, I agree with you on that part, where I feel like if you've been independent for too long, it's hard for you to kind of, sit back and, kind of take the guidance, right? But there's a caveat to that. And I was talking to, I work with a lot of females as well. And I was just randomly asking the question, right? And a lot of them told me that they want to be in a relationship where they can literally just shut their mind off, be that nurturer, and just let the man lead, right? They want that, right? Because they get stressed out at work. They got, mom duties. They got all these things that they got to worry about, where, they're like, I want my man to lead because, he typically makes good decisions and I trust his decision making.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good. And I know we've implemented it with Kelly, because, I was a hothead for a long time. You remember, that. So, but I really had to, take a step back, and I'm like, okay, who am I? What kind of leader do I want to be? Right. And I always think that the best leaders are people that are, they put others' needs first. Right.
Facts,
They,
yes.
we really got to think about cause and effect, right? How is this going to affect my family if I make this decision? So the best leaders, man, they're servers, they serve. And but yeah, that's my 2 cents to it, man. And I don't want to get deep into it because obviously we could sit here for hours. But yeah, I mean, I guess it starts with communication, right? And having that communication, say, hey, these are my likes, these are my dislikes, and then just kind of getting them involved, right? Like any financial decision that I ever make, I'm gonna say, yo, Kel, is this something you think we can do, right? Because me, I'll blow it, right? But she kind of got to reel me back in sometime, and I'll be like, nah, that makes sense. I appreciate the feedback, and I go off that as well. So
Yeah. So it's like, and like relationships in general, man. It's basically, as you know now, it's more so like compromise.
yeah,
It's like, cool, I want this. She needs to do this.
right.
So all right, let's meet in the middle. All right, let's get this out the way first. So me, I'm like, let's get your stuff out the way first, and then I can get my stuff out the way. Or depends on which one is more important at the time.
Yeah, and it will be. And that's how relationships are, man. But that's when you got love, is when the other person's trying to put your needs before themselves. So that's good to see. So but shifting gears, bro, we titled this episode "The Ones We Lost." You touched on it a little bit last episode, and it's 2 guys that inspired the name of the podcast, and inspired us to reconnect on the level that we're trying to reconnect on, which we're there. I'm not saying trying. We're there. First one was what, about 2012?
2012, man. Basically the day after we graduated.
Yep. It was
literally like the day after we graduated.
So Taquan Johnson,
rest in peace to my brother.
Man, somebody that I had a respect for, right?
Yeah.
Him and I, we had started that relationship in high school.
Mm-hmm.
But you grew up with him.
Yeah.
So you guys, kind of came up from,
yeah,
little.
It's like we me and Quan was like brothers. Like different moms. Like that situation was like different moms, but like if you seen him, you seen me. If you seen me, you seen him. And it kind of got like that with like a bunch of people that I was with. Like
Right.
we was always together.
But you
I'm-
two had a special relationship.
Yeah, facts,
Special.
facts,
and,
facts.
And I, I always, think back on it too. And just because of the kind of person he was too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like he just demanded that respect, that love, because of how he carried himself as well. The guy had amazing potential. Like if he were here today, who knows where he'd be? He'd probably be a pro doing something,
A
or
pro engineer or something, bro.
he was that smart. I mean,
Something.
yeah, and he was driven, right? And definitely, gone too soon. But I think about him often, right?
Yeah.
Him and I didn't have the relationship that you and him had, but just watching him, right, and having conversations, interacting, like I'm like I still think about it to this day, and I'm like, yo, it still motivates me, believe it or not. So.
No, yeah, and I forgot to mention that last time. Like literally one of my biggest motivations. Also, we talked about what motivates me. The fact that they can't go on and that I can go on.
Right.
So I feel like I want to like live my life to the fullest.
Right.
So it's like they're enjoying. I'm trying to have them enjoy life through me. You feel me? But yeah, man, the bond was like, y'all know us, man. His bond was like rock solid. I just feel like it got like that because we always stayed at each other's houses. We was always together. I mean, like, I remember when I started driving to school, I hit him up and be like, bro, I'm driving to school today. He was like, all right, bet. You already know if I drive to school, we missing first. We missing first block, first period. We missing first period. We missed the first period. I'm sorry. Like me, him, and Jerica get in the wheel, drive to school. Like we missing first period.
And then you just see him casually walking by, eating something, or whatever the case is. Like,
we
taking his time.
We stopping at Mickey D's, getting a breakfast sandwich or something like that. But yeah, man. I'm talking about like, I already know like quarterback, baseball player, playing varsity basketball. Same time he was playing, basically, he was recruited to play varsity basketball when he was in like middle school, basically.
Yeah.
So I mean, like good grades, everything like that. Like the type of person you just want around you, and like he wasn't a jealous person. Like when I spoke on being around people who want you to win just as much as they want to win. I'm talking about that type of person. So it was like I had and then just fast forward. We can fast forward the Jock a little bit. I think the way that being I had to deal with Quan death for so long, I think it kind of helped me a little bit when it came to Jock death, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like Taquan was like my first loss.
Yeah.
Like due to death. Like he was like my first loss. I never experienced a loss like that before. So like that changed me from that outrovert to the introvert. Or whatever like that. Like that changed my whole mindset. That changed like everything about me.
Right.
I became like a inside person. Like if you see me outside, it's probably at a family event or something like that.
Right.
But like the way I was before then, like that really changed me. Like it took me a long time. It just took me being around good people and then me like just going through life to be like, all right, it's okay to enjoy myself. Cause I'm doing this not just for me, but I'm doing this for them too, because they can't be here. So yeah, man. So just dealing with everything, like, and that's why I said, like, I think learning from that, cause it took me like years.
I was getting ready to ask, at what point you start feeling like yourself again, and do you start trying to move forward?
Bro, like, when I say it took years, I mean, like, that happened in 2012. I mean, like, I ain't really started feeling myself again until, like, until, like, probably, like, 2018. So that's what, like 6 years. That's
Yeah.
like 6 years. Cause you gotta realize that was like a crucial moment for our class. Like literally after graduation. Like
Yep.
we thinking about we just graduated, we gonna turn up, like the world is ours.
Right.
And then just
He's gone. Yeah.
it's gone like that. So it was like 5 years. I mean, still to this day, like I can just be chilling or whatever like that, and then think about memories. That's why I say like I learned more from his death, leading up to Jock death, and then I learned how to like cope with Jock death more.
I got you.
So it was like I'm still hurt. But I'm still hurt because Jock death was like just like
Unexpected.
it was unexpected. It was like it was like not too long ago. So I'm still hurt, but I know how to like control my emotions or whatever. So, but yeah, like you said, I know you weren't that close to. I know like just put it like this. Taquan was close to like. It don't matter how close you was to him. Like you knew who he was, from Sussex to Surrey to Prince George to up to Petersburg and Suffolk or whatever like that. Like so many people was at his funeral that it was like people from all over.
Yeah, no, it was big.
So it was like he was like that person in the community, like everybody loved and respected or whatever like that.
Yeah.
So I'm not even gonna say like because you weren't as close to him as me, because like I feel like everybody was close to him. Everybody knew him. Like I don't really think nobody. Excuse me. I don't think nobody had nothing bad to say about him for real.
Nah, you couldn't. I mean, what could you say, right?
Nah.
And that's just the type of person he was. And it was our senior year. That's probably one of the best years of my life, bro.
Yeah, I feel like you came out your shell more that year.
I did. But, just being around, you guys as well, just kind of being around, positive energy and everything like that. It definitely, I felt like that was one of the best years of my life, and I often think about it. But yeah, man, definitely rest in peace to Taquan, man. Definitely a legend, somebody that
Definitely a hood legend.
I mean, just that kind of guy, man. That's
Sussex Central High School legend.
100%.
Definitely.
So, and then obviously Jacquees, he was recent. About a year ago now, and that one hurt, bro.
Yeah, because I know you and Jock was like super close. Like all three of us was like super close, and like, man, I'm gonna tell you my favorite part about when Jock moved to Georgia. When he moved to Georgia, it was the surprise pop-ups.
Yeah,
like I could just be chilling at home, and around like November or June, like summertime by the hill, something like that. I just get a random knock at the door. I look at the Ring camera and it's him.
Yeah.
It was like, yo, I came home, blah, 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 like that. Then like you already know we linking up.
100%.
But yeah, man, like Jock is like big brother. Like I said, if I wasn't with Taquan, G2 and all them, then I was with Jock or with you.
Yeah.
So it was like I was all like them two. It was like it was one moment in my life where I asked myself, like, how can I move on if I think about anything in my past, like good memories and stuff. Literally, them two would pop up in every memory.
Right.
Like, literally, I'm talking about from, like, going to football games to just going to parties every weekend to going on missions.
Right.
So it was like every good memory literally would have
Involve one of those two.
Nah. But over time I realized like to cherish those memories.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, all I got is those memories left.
Right.
And I always was like, yo, I wish they left like us. I know it was younger, but I was like, if one of them would have left like a seed behind.
Yo, you already know that
like
they would have been, yeah.
Like you're going to know your parent.
No, 100%.
Like regardless, like you're going to know them. So like, yeah. But yeah, I know Jock Def like hit you hard because
Yeah.
y'all both like my big brothers. So
And that was the thing, bro. You was always our little brother, right?
Yeah.
So me and him was honestly, bro, we talked every single day, at least 3 times a day, right? And just random conversations, bro. Just, picking each other's brain. And, I had, busted out my shell probably 10 years back. And he was just working on that, right? And he
Yep.
was getting so good at it. And he started his business. He jumped out, right? Something that I hadn't even done.
I was proud of him for
Right?
that. Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, you in Georgia by yourself and you did this. That's probably one of the proudest days of my life too.
Facts.
Right? And just talking to him every day, bro, we'd be on the phone for hours, especially in between deliveries and I drive and stuff like that, between what I got to do. Sometimes you look at those call logs, bro, and it'd be hours and hours and hours. But man, that's my brother, man. You're never going to replace that. You're never going to replace that no matter, what you do. And, it hit me hard because I'm like, I felt selfish. Like, how am I going to move on? And he's such a good person. How is he not here? Right?
Facts.
And, it's still to this day, like I miss him, right? Just anytime I have a win or something comes up or good news, I be wanting to pick up the phone and call him, bro. And I can't. And it definitely still hurts, bro. And I definitely don't want to be crying on the podcast, but like you just can't replace that. Right? That's my brother, and
Jock was y'all, for the people that don't know Jock, man, Jock was like literally like if somebody was like, yo, I need your last penny.
Yo, he'll give it to you
to survive.
Yep.
He's gonna give them that last penny so they can survive. Like his last, like he would give you his last.
Yeah.
Like Jacquees another one, bro. Like everybody loved and respected him. Like it was nothing bad. Literally nothing bad you can say about Jacquees at all. Like he really lived on like morals. Like
probably the best person I ever known, bro.
One of the best people ever, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
And I'm telling you, like I learned so much from him. And I know all the time he's like, bro, I learned so much from you. But I learned so much from him, right? Just the way he carried himself, humble. And he would check me, bro. Because, sometimes, like, before, like, I used to get, like, sometimes little attitudes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, yo, chill. Especially, like, with Kelly. Sometimes I used to be like, yo. And he'd be like, yo, bro, don't talk to her like that. I'm like, all right, my bad, bro. But that's how much respect I have for him. Because I'm like, all right, bro, I got you. I don't want to do nothing that you going to turn up on me, But, that was the guy, man. And, his mother did an excellent job raising him, right? And whoever was involved, right? But, he talked about his mom a lot.
Yeah.
We talked about everything. His brothers, he loved his brothers, his nieces, his nephews, his whole family. Like, that was his world, right? And, he moved back from Georgia here thinking that, he was going to be able to make up for that time that he was in Georgia. And unfortunately,
I think that's what, like, the part of that is what hurt me the most.
Yeah.
Cause it was like, yo, I'm gonna support you. Like you wanted to move, you wanted to go, like you felt like you could do more down there.
Right.
But it was like you said, it was like part of me was like, yo, like you can't leave me. Like
I felt the same way.
Like I'm selfish. Like like you my brother. Like you can't go. But at the same time, I was like, I'm not gonna be the person to be like, bro, like no, you can't go. I'm gonna definitely like just because I don't want you to go. I definitely told him like, yo, like if that's what you feel like you need to do, like bro, like go do it.
Yeah.
And then it was like
he needed that too.
Like right before he came back, I was thinking about shifting gears, and I was thinking about like. It was me, my girl, and her sister, and her fiance, one of my friends, Trey. And I brought the idea up to him. I was like, bro, like, I'm paying X amount of money to live here. Y'all paying X amount of money to live there. He do music. I do weddings and stuff like that. I'm like, I need a bigger market than just around here.
Right.
So I was hollering at Jock, and I was thinking about going to Georgia, like seriously, like leaving Georgia. Only thing that kept me from going was my son.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Or whatever like that. But then, like I said, I think the thing that hurt me so bad was like when he moved back, I'm like, yo, like I got my brother back.
Yo, I
Like,
got happy too, bro. I'm
yeah,
like, yo,
so it was like,
we
and then
back.
like it was just unexpected. So
Yeah, yeah, and like I said, man, it's somebody that you never gonna be able to replace that. You know, that's a kind of once in a lifetime type of person, bro. And
facts.
which leads back to why I wanted to do this, you know, because you know we got friends, we got brothers, but you know, I consider you my brother, and you know I tell you all the time, like, yo, you're the last one I got left. So, you know, definitely, you know, Jacquees, bro, he always had you laughing, bro. I'm gonna tell you this.
Oh, facts.
I'm gonna tell you this story. I was at work one day and we just be talking about dumb stuff. This will tell you. He'd be like, he text me one day. He'd be like, yo, bro, quit your job. I got my taxes. My boss is sitting right beside me, bro. He's looking at my phone. So he kind of looking at me. And I'm like, all right, bro. And we sending each other pictures of like Lamborghinis and mansions and stuff like that. Knowing this man just got a tax return, can't be no more than like maybe 5 stacks or whatever. I don't know
Yeah.
what it would have been. But you know, we just being goofy. He's like, yo, bro, quit your job. I'm like, yo, I'm about to walk out right now. Whatever the case is. And my boss is like, yo, bro, everything okay? I'm like, yeah, it was just a joke. I know you saw it. But I'm never gonna forget that, man. But man, like I said, man, gone too soon. But you know, his death inspired me to start making a shift in my life, right? I talked about how I gained a lot of weight and everything like that. So I've been in the gym, I've been, you know, exercising and eating right, and doing all those things because his death really too, you know, had to do with sometimes we just because we don't go,
Yeah.
we don't take care of ourselves really well. So
Yeah.
I thought about that and I'm like, okay, and I gotta make a shift because I still got at the end of the day like Gabby and you know Kelly and my family that I gotta care for. But it was hard because for like 8 months I didn't even want to leave the house, bro. I didn't even want to go to work, you know. So I'm like, okay, cool. So, but you know, I finally you know started getting back on track, and you know, we talked about my mom being a Christian, so we talked about a lot about that, right? And Jock was kind of the one that kind of brought me back to like start thinking about faith. And he was the one that started talking to me about God. And, you know, somebody, you know, people on my mom's church, they prayed over me and stuff like that. And, you know, and I felt like God spoke to me, man. And he said that, you know, he's in his presence, you know. So that kind of gave me that comfort, right? That,
Yeah.
you know, honestly, since the funeral, this is the first time I cried about it. Because, like, I think about it, but, like, this is the first time I'm actually talking to somebody about it, right? And we've never talked about it since it happened. This is the
Yeah,
first
we
time.
never really like locked in and talked about it.
So,
But that just from like not really showing emotions a
yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
And I found like lately I've been like yo, like I'm gonna express myself
Yeah.
however. But like I still have my moments where I can just be in my back room, my game room, man cave, whatever you want to call it. And I'm just back there thinking. And I'm thinking about memories and stuff like that. And like a tear may slip every now and then, but it's like it's all like I know it's all good at the end of the day. I know like
We're going to see each other again. Somehow,
yeah,
somewhere.
and I know that for me it was like I felt like the world stopped, but because in my head the world stopped, but in all actuality, it kept going, and everybody was just moving and moving on with their life. So
And I was mad at that
yeah,
because I was like, how can everybody move on?
like,
He's
do
not
y'all
here no
not?
more.
Yeah, like, do y'all not feel like? Do y'all not like see that they not here no more?
Right.
It was like, but that just comes. I think that just shows like how much time we spent with them or like communicated with them.
Yeah.
Like I said, like I was at one point. I was like, how can I like think about the past when they was always there? But I had to realize like just because those two are gone, and I'm gonna always love and miss them. Like it's still people out here who want to show me genuine love, who want to like, who still wants to see me win, who still wants me to see go on with my life.
Right.
And like once I realized that, and once I started meeting, not just like being around like the people that I call my brothers and stuff like that, but meeting new people and meeting new friends like along the way that I can be like, oh, I look at y'all as like my brother now, like y'all in my circle now.
Right.
So like once I realized that, you know, it's okay to like go on. It's like it's okay to like keep moving with the time. Like
Yeah.
one thing I'm never gonna do is forget neither one of them.
Right.
One thing I'm never gonna do is let anybody forget either one, like neither one of them.
Right.
So it's like it's okay. Like I said, it's okay to like move on with your life. Just remember.
Yeah, and I haven't got to that point yet.
You'll get there. It takes time.
As far as like moving on and keep pushing in life, being aggressive and stuff like that, I'm doing that because
Yeah.
I'm like, I gotta move the needle in life, like because that's what he would have wanted too. But I'm not at a point where I'm letting new people in yet.
Yeah. And that's totally fine. Like everybody move at their own pace.
Yeah.
Yo, don't let nobody tell y'all like how long you need to grieve for
100%.
or nothing like that. Like everybody grieve at their own pace. Everybody moves on at their own pace.
Right.
Like I'm not fully healed.
Right.
Like you're never gonna fully. I don't think from like when it's a close death, you're never fully healed. You just learn how to like go on.
Yeah,
Or whatever like that.
Yeah.
But you just focus on the good times and then everything will get better. I ain't gonna say it's gonna get perfect. It's not gonna be perfect, but it'll get better over time.
Right.
And that's all it is.
yeah. No, I definitely, I know it's gonna take time, and you know, but you know, I just when that's a big part of your life, it always feels like something's missing, right? And I feel like he took a little bit of me with him when he left,
Facts.
right? So I'm rediscovering myself.
Yeah, but see that's why I had said like Quan death, like both deaths hit me hard, but I knew how to deal with Jock death
Right.
because of Quan death. And being that it took me like so long to move on. I'm not even gonna say move on because I'm never gonna be fully moved on.
Sure.
But it took me like to like just get the ball rolling again. That I knew like, okay, all right, Jock passed. Don't go into that dark place. Like it took me a lot not to go into that dark place.
Right.
And I just stayed around family and like instead of me shutting myself in again, I wanted to go out. I wanted to still be with friends and still like bring people over to the house and you know drink, party or whatever like that. I just wanted to be around people this time instead of like when Quan passed. I didn't want to be around
No, I remember
nobody.
you were shut off.
So
yeah.
So it's just now it's just like keeping people around you. Like don't shut the world off
Right.
because you lost a part of you.
Yeah.
Like over time, that hole it's never gonna fully seal, but it'll still close up.
No, and I get that, bro. I'm definitely getting there to a point where, like you said, like just the going out part. Like I want to make sure that I still go out and experience things, and you know, for the family and everything like that, and for myself, you know, I definitely
And for them, just do it for them too.
Yeah.
Do it because they can't do it.
Yeah. No, and
So.
and you know, I you know at that time I didn't want to talk to nobody either. I didn't talk to nobody, but I locked into faith, and I know I keep going back on it, but it's really important to me because that's what got me through to at least function to the point. And now I'm where I am now, where it's like, okay, now I'm gonna be better all around, right? I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna be better. I'm gonna all that. So it really helped me out, man. So again, you know, I don't want to. We spent too much time on it already. I don't want to get mushy, Jock. You know, you get on my nerves, bro. You
We
got
love
me out
y'all
here
boys, man.
crying
We love
on
y'all
camera.
boys.
I don't like that, but we're definitely gonna miss them forever. Love you guys. But yeah. So let's move on, bro. If you were going back to school next week, give me your top 5 sneakers that you would wear or you would get to go back to school.
As me speaking as the person I
You
am
as
now,
you, yeah.
I'm being different. 'Cause I know a lot of people in school right now. I know that, especially where we from, I know that they gonna come back with Jordans.
Right.
They gonna come back with some Nikes.
Staple. Yeah.
They gonna come back with some Forces, Fathead Flays, Air Force Ones,
Uptowns. so we call them in New York.
Uptowns, whatever y'all
Yeah.
want to call them, all whites. But me, I'm literally will come back with some. It may not be a top sneaker to everybody else, but I'm literally gonna come back with at least 1 or 2 pair of Bapes. This
Bapes
just me speaking of me now, because I didn't dress wear shoes like that
Right.
when I was in school until I got to like 10th, 11th, 12th grade when I got my own job and I was making my own money, and then I was spending money on shoes and stuff.
Right.
But me speaking of the person now, I'm gonna pop out with some Babes because I know a lot of people around, they not gonna have those. In our location where we grew up.
Right, right.
Still gonna cop a pair of Jordans. I fell in love with threes lately.
Me too.
So lately I fell in love with I fell in love with threes, like the way threes looked.
Yep.
One of the threes I got the Wizards, the Washington Wizards
the Wizards.
threes.
Yep.
So I like those. Always gonna love fives. Always gonna love four is gonna always be my favorite
100%.
Jordans. And then maybe pop out with something like that, but I really can't pick a top five. But I'm gonna still look and I'm gonna find like some shoes maybe somebody don't got, or venture out into find something that
Something different.
Yeah, something different.
Yeah.
But that's just me. What about you?
So for me, my style's evolving a little bit, right? As you know, I get older and everything like that. I'm always gonna love the Jordans and everything like that. But I guess for me, number 5, I know this one's gonna surprise you. I'm gonna do a Birkenstock, the closed one, the one that the one that's closed up front with the little buckle.
Okay,
that's gonna be number 5, right? For me, because you could dress them up, you could dress them down.
Yeah.
You can kind of be comfortable in them. So it would have been like maybe like a Yeezy slide. They don't make those anymore.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, okay, I'm shifting,
Oh yeah, because you was big on Yeezys.
Yep, and it
You
hurt
got
me
big
when,
on Yeezys.
yeah. So it hurt me when they start when
So
they left.
like, not to cut you off on your list, but when they tried to put out some, well, I guess they wasn't Yeezys no more, but they tried to put it out with like without Kanye name on them. Did you be like, oh, I might still get these, or was it like, nah, that's like they're not Yeezys. They don't have Kanye's signature, like nothing.
It didn't even cross
it.
my mind. Like once he was gone,
Yeah,
I was like, nah. And like, I got a few pairs that I gotta wear now, bro. Like I gotta wear them because they're not just gonna sit there.
They could be worth a lot.
Yeah, you never know. I did get the Yeezy Pods though. I don't know if you saw like the sock looking one.
Oh yeah.
I got those. Yeah, I got.
You talking about they got like just a flat hard bottom, and then it's like, okay.
I'll show them to you after. You try them. I haven't tried them on yet, so you.
Bro, I saw those. I was like,
yeah.
But you know what? You know what they kind of like when everybody was it's crazy because I always hated these shoes.
The Balenciagas?
No, not even those. The champion shoes.
Oh yeah. The ones that wanted to look like the Balenciagas.
Yeah,
the sock
it's
shoe.
like the champion shoes.
Yeah.
Like they reminded me of them.
Yeah.
And then like I used to hate when people would wear those shoes. I don't know. So I never really liked like the sock looking Yeezy.
I wanted to try them. I was like, because they were $30. So I'm like, I might as well get them and see what we think.
That's true. I mean, everybody to each his own. Like I wouldn't say like if somebody was to be like, hey, bro, like you can have these, or nah, I got you these as a gift. I will wear them.
Yeah.
But as far as me like
going out and purchasing them yourself,
yeah, I was like, I can't.
No, I get it. I'm at a stage where I'm just trying new things, different things. So we'll see what happens. So, but back to my list. So Birkenstock number 5.
Mm-hmm.
So another thing right now that's kind of like, got the summer in a chokehold, Asics. So I will go with the Asics. New Balance is not too much. It kind of seems like they kind of like in and out right now. Because I feel like they overproduced them, right? Because they got on the wave and they're like, yo, we're gonna maximize. But for me, it's gonna be the Asics. I like the way they kind of sit with cargos and you can kind of wear them with shorts and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and I know you think like, yo, this is new, right? So I'm definitely trying to step out and venture to other things. So definitely a pair of Asics will probably be in my top 5.
Okay.
Right. For number 3, I'm getting into neutrals, right? So neutral stuff that you can just kind of mix and match with everything like that. So I gotta get a clean pair of 3s. Never gonna throw those away. And then maybe a pair of Dunks, but not like the regular Dunks. Maybe the SBs, the skateboarding ones, because they're more comfortable.
Yeah, I still want the. I'm gonna get them too. I just haven't pulled the trigger on them. I bought them for my little sister one year for school.
What is
Bart Simpson Dunks.
Oh yeah.
I still like those.
Those are tough. So it'd be a pair of SBs, something neutral tone, and then what is that, number 3? No, that's number 2. And then I would just go obviously either a Jordan 1 or a Jordan 4, right?
Yeah, you can't go wrong with a.
So
with a
that'll
good
be my
1 and
top
4.
5. So hopefully that'll give somebody some inspiration that's having trouble, trying to figure out what they're gonna go back to school with, and we go from there. So
You want to know one thing I hate about like being an adult and
What's that?
wearing shoes is that my right shoe always crease before my left, and it's because I drive, and I don't be wanting to take my shoe off
I know.
to drive.
I know, and
So I hate that, bro. Like somebody come up with something. Be like, yo, like, all right, put this in your shoe when you drive.
yeah,
But that's still me taking my shoe off.
I still be balling my feet up sometimes when I put on a fresh pair.
Bro,
So,
oh
so
my
I ain't gonna hold you,
God.
so I just gotta keep them crispy. So yeah.
Walking around with your toes curls.
Yeah, bro.
Shoe
Yeah,
off.
bro. Because, but we think about it. So when we was young, it ain't hurt because we weren't buying them. It was our parents. Now it hurts, bro. You think about it, it's like, yo, that's 2 or 3 days of work, depending on what shoe you get in or whatever the case is. So, I definitely want to make sure that they last.
Yeah,
and,
that's why
everything like that.
I can't wait till my son get to the age where it was like where he like I can't mess my shoes up.
Right.
Like I don't want to mess my shoes up.
Yep.
But I don't think they will ever get to that age now just because we would get them. We have the ability to get them stuff more so than when our parents.
I want to talk about that in the next episode.
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah.
Because I was having a thought about that. Are we doing too much at this day and age compared to how we had to come up and get it? We'll cover that on the next episode.
Yeah, I say don't get me
See?
don't get me started on that because I'm just gonna go ahead and say I don't think so.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna next episode. I'm just
We'll
gonna leave
talk
it at
about
that. We'll talk about it in the next episode.
All right, so switching gears. This one's all on you. This is your weekly anime recap. Talk to us. What you got
All
for
right,
us?
so we not gonna last week I touched on mangas.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna go back to mangas, man. For Story of Wand and Magic, this episode that just passed this week was very good. So like I talked about it last week, I advise y'all to go tap into that anime because it's gonna be one of those, bro. I promise it's gonna be one of those.
I promise when I get back, I'm tapping in. Because I'm excited about it.
For all the people who hate shonen characters because they be stupid and loud, but they get serious, but they be just loud the whole time, or they be like stupid, like Asta, for instance, because that's the new character on the main character, Will on Wanda Wistoria. Like, yeah, I'm just gonna for this week, I'm just gonna touch more on this anime. So he's like Asta mixed with Kafka from Kaiju number 8. For people who know about this, then y'all know when I say it like this, I mean like Will, his character, his goals is like Kafka goals. But he's like, Kafka is still like Asta and all the other characters. They like goofy and stuff like that. Okay. Will is like serious, like locked in. But his goal is to be, he had this girl that he loves, and she made it all the way to the top. Like, she a top person,
nice.
So they don't see each other.
Okay.
His whole thing is, I don't have magic, but I want to make it to be able to stand beside her.
That makes sense. Okay.
Type thing.
I like that.
And like, it's this dude, this guy that got magic. He like super powerful, but Will's like, he's like a great guy. So like he works, he like, I don't have magic. I'm looked down upon. So he work at like this place where dwarves and stuff go.
Oh, okay.
Dwarves they're looked down upon.
Sounds like an underdog story, right?
Yeah.
There.
So the bad guy came in. Well, I'm gonna just say the antagonist right now, cause I don't know where the relationship gonna end up at, or like he might change his mind on his outlook.
You got about 30 seconds.
All right, so he comes in, he disrespect the doors. The doors will go crazy. Like he was like, all right, I'm about to enter this tournament. So he entered the tournament. He like going crazy in the tournament, and now it's like they about to clash. So it's about to like episode 5 is going no episode 6 is going to be just as good as the first 5 episodes. So y'all should tap in there. I'm gonna right here again, like right here.
You got my commitment, bro. I'm gonna definitely tap in as soon as I get back. So
You should, bro. It's literally like 5 episodes, bro. It's like
it's a good time to catch it.
And it's not even with animes, it's not even like 30 minutes long. It's literally like 20-minute episodes.
Yeah. No, I get that. So we definitely gonna check that out. And I'm gonna give you some thoughts when I start looking at it, and we go from there. So we got about 4 minutes left, but I'm gonna give you 1 minute. You expand and see what you think, and we go from there. Do you still think that, or do you think that we're still seeing the effects of COVID?
Everybody get ready to wear y'all mask again. Nah, I think, and people in the comments that you know
what I mean by that though, let me expand a little bit just to kind of give you some more.
Yeah, because I'll go into like a super deep.
Do you think that people are still moving, you know, differently than, you know, when it was before COVID?
Oh, for sure. I think everybody still move differently.
Yeah.
Just because the mask and stuff not around no more.
Yeah.
And there's like so much stuff that happened during COVID, like that changed, like being shut in for so long and not being social and around people so much. That gave time for people to expand.
Yeah.
Their expand their reach and stuff like that, like streaming. Everybody wants to be a streamer now. Like podcasts. Like a lot of people doing podcasts. So stuff like that. But like moving different, like if people moving different, I think a lot of people trying to I think a lot of older people are trying to like keep their distance when they out in public and stuff like that. I think a lot of younger people younger than us, like early 20s and stuff like that. I think they just like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like y'all shut us in. Now it's our time to like be out there. But like as of late, I do feel like it's a lot going around. Now, I think people treat COVID like a common cold.
And I feel like it's always gonna be that from now.
Yeah,
on.
I think for now it's gonna always like seem that way.
Yeah.
But just y'all stay safe, man. Keep some hand sanitizer on you.
I definitely think that it definitely took a mental toll on people that we still haven't been able to recover from. Right?
Oh, for sure.
The way they move.
And inflation.
Yeah.
And stuff like
yeah.
that.
So all that. Spot on. I just think that people are still trying to recover from that right now. Right. Because even for us, well, I never stopped working. But it was just adjusting to how the world was. It's going to take years to kind of get back on track, I feel like.
Facts.
So, but.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. So last 2 minutes, man, I just, if there's anybody out there, that is watching, we definitely appreciate it. I just want to say that I know times is tough right now. I know, a lot of people are struggling. A lot of people are, dealing with a whole bunch of issues. I just want to tell you, don't give up. I just want to tell you, keep pushing forward. Don't stop, because tomorrow might be the day you make it. Tomorrow might be the breakthrough you need. So just keep pushing, keep your loved ones close, and, just don't have a mindset, don't have a closed off mindset anymore to where, you listen to what anybody says. Just do your best. Good times are coming. If you're going through something right now, just keep going, and we're going to get through it. You're going to get through it. You're going to be great. You're going to be great for your family, for yourself. And you're going to look back, at this time, and you're going to say, damn, I really made it. Right. So just remember that, God's never going to put you through something he can't get you through. Right. So if it was easy, everybody would be doing it. So just keep grinding, keep pushing, keep inspiring. And that's what I got.
Get money, drink water, man.
That's a good one too. So, guys, if you still tuned in, we appreciate you checking us out for episode 2. Don't forget to subscribe, like the videos. If there's anything you want us to talk about, just drop it down in the comments. As always, you want to close us out?
Hey, man, this is the Humble Minds Podcast, man. And look, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button. like, comment. Leave us some comments, what you want us to talk about. Hey, if you have questions that you need answered from male point of view, let us know.
Hit us up.
We'll definitely give y'all some good advice. Definitely have a lot of life experience. So yeah, man.
100%. Again, guys, thank you. God bless. Peace.